Alright, I've been working on 61 Sportster here. Everybody wants to know how you clean stuff up around here. Lots of manual labor is how you do it. It's called taking a scraper, scrape all your gaskets off, all your coatings off, all your sealers off. Then you gotta go douche this stuff all down, get all the oil and stuff off of it, scrub it, whatever you gotta do. Use whatever cleaner you want to use. Lots of stuff out there you can use. So get all that cleaned up, and then I'm going to take them and bee blast them to get rid of this oxide that's on the outside of the case that's from sitting. Even though these were cleaned a while ago, they're all corroded because they didn't put anything on it after they did it. So this all needs to get done. I also pulled out the bearing that was in here so I can clean it. But all this stuff's got to be cleaned up. All these gaskets have to be scraped off. You know, you can try to reuse this stuff if you want. It might leak, it might not leak. You don't know. If you put new stuff, then you got a better chance. You got to pay attention to what's going on and see if there's anything that's going to cause leaks. Like, why has this seal got a big chunk of rubber sticking out right here? Where do you think that rubber came from? It didn't just materialize. So that means there's probably a burr right here. They cut the rubber off. Well, that's cut off half the rubber, so still half the sealing. Or they cut a whole piece off, so now there's a nice groove up through the whole seal where it leaked past that seal. Because this is inside of liquid in here. So turning. You know, inside this hole in here. Got a lot of liquid flinging all over the place. So you got to determine what's going to do with that. You're going to leave it, or you're going to take it out and put a new one in and make sure it doesn't leak. I can call up the customer and talk to him for about an hour about how his junk, his stuff is no good, or I can just fix it. Usually I just fix stuff. So, he's going to buy these seal. Okay, so now that we get it out, we can see what damage was done to the seal. So you can see I pulled up the whole piece right here, was sticking up in the air. See if I can uncoat this thing. There we go. Had it up. Hard to do with one hand. With no nails. Damn it. Okay, there you go. Okay, see that gouge right there? That would be called an oil leak. So that whole thing was stuck up over the top, see? See, I had just a little piece on the top. Maybe it was sealing right here, this little edge. Or it might have been pulled up, I don't know. You can see right here there's a sharp edge right here, where this case has been hit right here with something. You don't see a mark, but it's got a spot in there where it's been hit. So that needs to be cut away, so it won't be a problem again. So you can do a little grinder, you can do it with a file, use a deburring tool. There's lots of different things you can use. But if you don't do that again, it's going to tear the next seal up. Unless you put a steel seal in there, it probably will bend it, which will still cause a leak. So, even though that's a brand new seal, it's used. You saw over here, it was pulling these up over here also. But they didn't go all the way up. So there's more sharp edges through here. Yep. Some more sharp edges right there. Right through here's all kinds of edges. Alright, so that's stuff you got to pay attention to. This gasket here, I don't know how good it's put on. It looks pretty good. So I don't know how good it was. So I'm going to leave it because I think it might be okay. If it leaks, the customer can take it off and deal with it. That one you can do pretty easily. So, also while you're cleaning stuff, you're looking at things. Just like I was looking at that. And you want to make sure things are not sticking above the surface where they can cause a problem with the cover going down. You can see how there's a whole bunch of scratches and stuff across these surfaces. You're looking for gouges, cracks, breaks. Someone got a little carried away with their chisel right here for some reason. That's not the best of conditions that way. So when you go put the gasket back on here, you're going to have to make sure that area has a gasket seal across that little thin area right there. Or this has to be built up with some JB weld and made nice and smooth. I think that one's going to probably have to be worked on. So this is not the right part of the gasket. Maybe it's one of these parts. Don't know. You know, this looks like one that was over here. So I'm going to have to check into this and see what's going on right here. Obviously something was going on there. The other option is you can put a little bead of weld right there and smooth it all up, and it's permanent. different way of doing things. This one has a little nick right here. That goes from the oil right to your hole and out, leak out the surface. But the gasket should seal that little spot. You want to be, you can spend hours fixing up all these nicks and stuff through here. People get carried away with screwdrivers and stuff and cause lots of damage. And anyway, it always leaks. Harleys don't leak unless you make them leak most of the time. You put new seals and gaskets on things, they don't leak. If they still do, it's probably because you're doing something stupid or someone else did something stupid in front of you. Okay, this has a bunch of sealer on here still. I gotta scrape some more off. So when I blast it, this stuff will come off anyway. Alright, I don't see anything really major wrong through here. So that looks good. Okay, the other area we've got problem with is on the bottom. Okay, this is your oil pump area here. You want to make sure that stuff's flat. Looks pretty good. A little bit of sealer through the holes here, which I've been picking off, trying to get it out. Using my pocket knife. Scraper doesn't work too good. Okay, the other problem is these holes right here. These drain holes. To make the case where it doesn't want to fall. So this is one of the drain plugs. They stuck a bunch of goop on it. Put a brass washer on there. Or copper washer. That's not the right washer, but it would work if it had a good hole. The problem is this is not a good hole. The other problem is this case don't want to stay up. A little help here. There, that's what rods are for. Okay, if you look at this here, this is broken metal. So from here out, it's factory, it's worn down from being pressed on a lot, so it's kind of cone shaped, which in itself means it doesn't really want to seal very well. But then you can see right through here, it starts breaking away. So if you see right through there, this is all broken metal, all the way around, the whole thing. So this top thread has been yanked out of the case and took a bunch of sealing area with it. So you got this nice copper washer right here that goes in this hole right here. You put a big layer of goop on it, and you go, oh good, that won't leak. The only problem is, the edge of this washer, if you look at it, is right on the edge where the case is broken. It's only hitting on the very, very edge. How is that going to seal? It's not like this is a flange nut, that's a hex. The copper washer hangs out from the outside edge of this, it's just going to bow up like this, and it's going to leak right past. Ain't going to do a damn thing. You can put a lot of sealer in there, and it might seal for a little while, but it'll eventually come loose and come out. Looks like they got Teflon tape on here. That's worthless. So, looks like they tried every trick in the book to make it not leak. Well, the problem is the case is broken. So what do you do about it? Drill it and tap it to a bigger thread, so you got a better sealing plug. Well, that would be good if the case wasn't all broken out. It still has the original threads in here, so their threads aren't a problem. The problem is the case is broken. So next option is, do you JB weld this up, or do you weld it up? And that will be a customer decision. When you start welding on this stuff, all these surfaces over here warp, start pulling away, causing issues. Got to be careful. This one here, I could probably get away just putting a bead across the top here, and drill and put a tap through here, and tap it from the inside out. You drill the hole from this side, but you tap it from this side. So the reason you do that is because when you start a new hole, the tap's going to start wherever it wants to. It might not be the same identical spot as the old thread, so it cuts the thread away when you do it. That would not be good. You'll have no threads again. We'll carry away with goop over here. Got a lot of goop they put on this thing. Okay, next thing is this plug. Okay, well this is stock size right here, 1/2 inch. Well, that ain't 1/2 inch anymore. Okay, so what is that thing? Is that a tapered thread, a straight thread, a metric thread, American thread? I don't know. But look what you got. We got the same problem. Case is broken. You ain't going to ever seal again. It'll leak out. So there's another break. So usually what I do on these bikes is I weld these holes solid and I don't have to worry about leaks anymore. You know? So there's anywhere from 0 to 3 holes in your Sportsters. Different years do different things. So this bike has no drain plug on this side, but they have 2 over here. Other bikes, these are solid, and they have a plug just here. Other bikes, they have 3 plugs, 2 there and 1 right there. Depends on what year it is. So me, I plug up all these holes and they don't leak. This one's already here, been welded up. This baffle plug. I'm not sure what they plugged it with. Looks like they put a copper plug inside of it. So this transfer port will not leak, which they always tend to do. Looks like this has been in and out a couple times. So I'll probably try to take it out again. What did they put on this side? I know it's not copper on this side, so usually I weld up the plug. It looks like they put some kind of a copper thing in there. Is that going to seal it? Hell if I know. I can't tell if that'll leak or not leak. I like plugging them so they don't leak. Then all you do is go past that seal. Otherwise you can go through here also. So that'll be another problem. So anyway, this plug here I haven't found yet. I don't know where it is. I'm assuming it's here someplace. I just haven't seen it yet. So we're going to see what the customer wants to do on his gaskets. I'm thinking he's alright with changing them. Let's see here, this here. See, I'm not seeing the plug-in there. Here's another washer though. Well, that one came off of there. Yeah. I don't know where the plug is at. All the parts were here, so where did it go? Unknown. Oh, this is here. Okay, that looks like, oh, I thought that was a timing hole plug. This is a drain plug. See, it's got a magnetic thing in there. So this is not the timing plug. Wonder where the timing plug is at. Yeah, that ain't it. This one here. It looks like we're missing a timing plug. Or it's somewhere else. Okay, this is the plug that they stuck in here. Yep. So. The problem with these plugs is they stick through too far and the darn flywheel hits them. So you gotta be careful about height. So this one looks like it's short enough, wouldn't have been a problem. So this should be just a straight 5/8 thread, fine thread. That's what oil tank drain plugs are. That's what this looks like. So usually what I use a 9/16 plug, fine thread, because that fits right in that hole after it strips. So you don't have to go out to a bigger hole like this. Okay, so this one goes out like that. And the sealing washer has the same problem. It's right on the edge of the thread. I mean the crack. See right there, you can even see the breakaway spot. What the hell is that going to do for you? It's the same deal. It's right on the edge of that break. It's going to leak. So who knows what that's going to do. So this is not the correct part. It's got damage. More issues. Sounds like a walker. Oh crap.
Hey!
A damn walker. Oh shit. See, letting him ride his new bike. Okay, so we have to deal with this here. More issues. Okay, this one here, this one actually looks good. This has had heated cooling done, that's good. You bothering me again?
Yep.
Alright, so this case actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
Looks like all the damage is over on that side. Alright, so we've got to figure out what's going to happen on there. The flywheels that were never cleaned or rebuilt, these are going to get blasted down to bare metal to get all that crap off of them. Same for the rusty rods, we're going to blast them also and get all this rust and whatever else is in these things off of them. And it looks like those wrist pin bushings were never changed. Wonderful. So I'm going to check those out too. We might replace those. Alright, so there's where we're at on this one. So I'm going to get back to my scraping and cleaning stuff up, and then we're going to see what the customer wants to do on these bad holes, and we're going to fix it. Make it so it doesn't leak. Does your bike leak?
Yeah, of course it leaks.
Oh.
2 spots.
2 spots.
Filter and then the drain plug on the clutch side.
The drain plug. Oh, shit. Probably looks like one of those.
Yep.
Alright, well there you go. See, if you don't fix this crap, it leaks. His bike has a drain plug over here.
Oh, yeah.
It's leaking. Oh well. Alright, that's it for now.